So we are back yet again with another versus battle. So every week I do a versus battle. You guys give me the ideas. We take 2 or 3 fragrances, we put them up against each other. At the end, I rank them with a biased and unbiased review. Today we're going to be doing a battle of the iris fragrances. I had this asked to me 3 weeks ago, and I thought it was a great idea, but only once it started to get into the fall. So today we're going to be doing Dior Homme Intense versus Prada Lhomme Intense versus one that I just got in from Mo. This is Narcisso Rodriguez Bleu Noir Parfum, which I had no idea was even in the same realm, but it is. So we're going to be talking about those 3, ranking them, letting you guys know which one to pick up. So without further ado, let's get it. What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and then hit the bell if you want my videos sooner so that we can get straight into another versus battle. Prepare for battle. So again, I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what a versus battle is in every one of these videos. 1v1v1, that's what it is. That's what we're doing today. I'll let you know which one I like the best at the end, as well as an unbiased reaction. With that said, we're talking about Dior Homme Intense versus Prada Lhomme Intense versus Narcisso Rodriguez Bleu Noir Parfum. Which one is the best out of this? I just got the Bleu Noir Parfum in from Mo a few weeks ago, tried it out, and I didn't even realize it was compared to these two until I smelled it, and I was like, yeah, it definitely is. All 3 of these are going to be like the battle of the night out iris fragrances or something like that. They're all going to be your elegant, really nice, classy iris fragrances. This one was actually removed from the United States because it's really not in the DNA of what people in the United States enjoy. And I have found that out of these 3, this is going to be the one that you wear for yourself. Personal enjoyment scent through and through, even though my wife is starting to come around to this. So I think it's one of those ones you got to be around in order to enjoy, which again, my wife didn't like it originally. This is the first one of the 3 that I tried, and I tried it a few years back and I hated it. It had a really bad lipstick vibe. I still don't like it. I still didn't like it for a while. I don't know if they changed batches, if this is a new batch or what, but this one, I don't get as much of a lipstick vibe. It's still there, but not as much. The other 2 don't have that. So, yeah. With that said, Dior Homme Intense, I absolutely love. It really is very similar to the Dior Homme Parfum. I don't really like the Dior Homme Parfum that much. I know some people call it their best fragrance ever. The way that the ambrette comes across in it, almost like a cinnamon musk, I can't do it. It's not for me. I don't like that fragrance as much as this one. I enjoy it kind of. I like this one more. This one, the ambrette is not as strong, and you also have this slight chocolatey vibe in this fragrance that you get behind the rest of the fragrance. That provides a slight bit of sweetness that I enjoy. Very nice, very elegant, personal enjoyment scent. But with that said, this fragrance has a really good performance. I don't even need to tell you guys that. It's 8+ hours. It's going to push out above average for the first 4. Really, really nice. Dior Homme Intense, again, mixed together iris. You get a little bit of this violet vibe as well. It's definitely powdery at its core, which I'm surprised that I like. And then it has this like ambery, woody backbone along with that Dior Homme DNA. Really nice fragrance, really classy, something to wear to a wedding or something like that. But again, I like it for personal enjoyment. For me, my wedding scent is this. This is Prada Lhomme Intense. This is the most wearable of the 3 in my opinion. This is going to be similar to Dior Homme Intense, but it has more of this kind of leather and spicy ambery backbone. So while this might have a little bit of an ambery tone to it, this is going to be more of an amber leather and spice. And it's a very, very well blended, high quality, top class fragrance. Still has that very exquisite, high class feeling, just like Dior Homme Intense, but it adds in a very nice blend, which all 3 of these do. I mean, I'm just nitpicking here, but Prada Lhomme Intense is going to mix together that iris-based fragrance with that powderiness underneath it that you get. You also get some sweetness from some tonka bean as you get to the dry down, a little bit of this nice sandalwood that you also get in the next one we're going to be talking about. But overall, this fragrance is Nice semi-spicy iris, and it blends that leather and sandalwood and tonka in it to make that powder kind of sit by the wayside. So it's not as in your face, which is with the Dior Hommes, that's where they get that lipsticky vibe, is that powder and the powdery iris. And so I like that the powdery tonka comes in and it really pushes that powder from the iris behind to not give that makeup-y vibe. And then you have a nice blend of spice leather, really, really nice. And then it has an ambery backbone to provide a little bit of a warm and rich sweetness. Prada Lhomme Intense, fantastic fragrance. Night out, also has an 8+ hour performance. A really nice 4 to 6 foot sillage, and it's just really good. Pushes out above average. And it actually seems to me that it pushes out above average for the first 6. Sometimes I get a little bit less, but in the cooler days, it really eats through the cold. The last of which I haven't, again, it took me a while to try this. Finally, Mo sent me the EDP and this one, and I think he also sent me the EDT at one point. But today we're going to be talking about Narciso Rodriguez Bleu Noir Parfum. So Bleu Noir Parfum, out of all of these, this is going to be the freshest. This is going to be more of a woody, aromatic, fresh and spicy iris fragrance that still has that powdery iris. It's still going to be that high class. It's still going to have a little bit of an amber woody flavor to it. But out of all of them, this one has almost like if you took Prada Lhomme Intense, because it does have this leathery suede accord in here as well. It's almost like if you took Prada Lhomme Intense and mixed it together with like a blue fragrance. That is really what you get, because you get the aromatic tones, you get the lavender. Lavender's full center, mix that together with like a fresh spiciness. So it's fresh, spicy aromatics mixed together with Prada Lhomme Intense. That's pretty much what I get, except for you still do get tonka and sandalwood in the dry down. So tonka, sandalwood, suede, leather, all of that. So very similar to this. It's just, again, you get an aromatic and fresh spicy tone that almost feels blue mixed together with it. So if you're one of those ones that likes your clean and fresh and can be worn more daytime too than the other two, Bleu Noir Parfum is going to be that. It also, again, just like Prada Lhomme Intense, because of all the other blends in it, it takes away that powder from the iris to make it not feel as makeup-y. Again, this is going to be the one that has that makeup vibe, so if you don't like that, you're not going to like that probably. These two, it's just decide. If you don't like the makeup vibe, do you want a nice ambery leather and spice that is more deeper, warmer, and richer? Or do you want one that has more of a blue version of this? That's kind of what I get from it. As far as the rankings, Bleu Noir Parfum, I get 7 hours from the fragrance, so it is a little bit less than the other two, but it does still push out above average for the first 2 hours. All three of these have a really nice performance. It comes down to more of a personal bubble, and it stays there for about 6. So with that said, let's do our ranking. So my personal ranking is going to be 3, because I haven't spent as much time with it, so I would feel bad even putting it anywhere else. Number 3 is Bleu Noir Parfum, but it is a close 3. Number 2, Dior Homme Intense. And my number 1, it will continue to be, this is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, Prada Lhomme Intense. The blend in here is absolutely fantastic, but you can't go wrong with any 3 of these. This one has the most patchouli in it, but there is patchouli in this and the other one, but you can sense it the most in this one as well. I just smelled it on the cap. I figured I'd say that. With that said, as far as an unbiased reaction, I honestly don't know where this would go, so I'm going to still do the same, and sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's not. I'm going to say Bleu Noir Parfum number 3, number 2 Dior Homme Intense, number 1 Prada Lhomme Intense. But I have a feeling that this could be switched for you guys. Well, we'll see. Let me know in the comments what your voting is. Which one would you put 3, 2, 1? Have you tried the Bleu Noir Parfum? Have you tried all 3 of these? Which one is your favorite? And again, we'll be back with another versus battle. Next week is going to be Altair or Altair Parfums de Marly versus Club Black versus Most Wanted Parfum. So, yep, that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with another one. Peace out.